Sweep the area for hunters, but be careful.
Hello everybody, what's going on? Grant Vogel here with the commentary on the new map released by Naughty Dog called The Beach. This was released alongside the other map called Financial Plaza for free. And kind of an interesting map. I got a few requests asking me to do a commentary or a video about this map, so I am. I'm going to talk about a bunch of things in this video, including the variable rifle again. This is like the third time I've talked about it, but it is an interesting gun. I've heard a lot of mixed opinions on it. Like, even in my review on the comments, I've heard people agreeing with me, people disagreeing, saying it's faster than I said it was, or more effective, or whatever. So I'll talk a little bit more about that. But I'll also just talk about some of the tips and tactics I use on this map. And this was a pretty good match for me, I think. Well, I'm not going to spoil. I'm not going to say what I go in the match. I remember a dude like a year ago commented on one of my videos, and he said, like, dude, don't say what score you got in the middle of the video. That's spoiling the video. So I'm okay, out of respect to that dude, that random dude that commented like a year ago, I will not spoil the score of the match, in case that's the reason you're watching, which I highly doubt. But anyhow, it was a good match for me, to say the least. Right here, I got very lucky. I probably very nearly went up the main ramp. But instead I decided to go around because I knew I had probably seen a reticle on the map or something, a red dot in the vicinity. I knew that there was someone nearby. I just couldn't tell where they were. So I decided to take the sneakiest route in, and it paid off. I do find it funny that they call this map The Beach, though, because I think you could just as easily call it The Sewers, and it would make just as much sense. Because, at least for me, and it depends on your playstyle probably, but for me, I find myself in the sewers more often than I do outside at the beach. That's probably just because I really prefer close quarters, like guerrilla combat. That's kind of more my playstyle. If you like doing sniping, or if you like the variable rifle or whatever, if you like long distance combat, then you probably find yourself more out on the beach than you do in the sewers. So it's kind of interesting that they give you those two extremes in the same map. They give you one half of the map is kind of a wide open-ish area. It's not really wide open. There's lots of rocks and boats and all sorts of things in the way, but there are long stretches, like I'm about to go around the corner here. Right there, that's a long stretch. You could snipe someone down that, or down there you could snipe somebody. So it's interesting that it's half and half. Half, for one thing, half indoors, half outdoors, and half really, really close quarters scenarios and setups, and half more medium to long range setups. So yeah, it's an interesting map, but I like it actually. It's one of the better nighttime maps. I know a lot of people diss downtown. A lot of, I have not, literally, this is not an exaggeration, I have never played downtown. To my knowledge, to my memory, I've never played downtown on remastered. It has never been voted. So yeah, that is not a popular map. People do not like that map, and that's not news to anyone. If you've been playing The Last of Us since the original came out last year, you know that. But as far as, I don't know if people hate that because it's a nighttime map, or if it's just the layout they don't like. I would imagine it's probably the fact that it's nighttime, because I think if that was a daytime map, I don't know. It's a bizarre map when you think about it, because there's so much elevation variation in every, it's not like the dam where one end of the map is low and the other end of the map is really high up. It's like parts are high, parts are low. It's like someone went into a map editor in some game or some engine or whatever, and just like fucked around and came up with this crazy layout. So maybe it is the layout, I don't know. But anyway, my point is, Beach seems to be a relatively popular map, despite the fact that it's nighttime, and maybe people don't like nighttime all that much. That was a very roundabout way of getting to that point, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, side note, I just noticed that I'm using the double barrel shotgun in this class, along with the shorty, and that is a stupid idea. That was clearly an accident on my part. Don't do that. There's no point in doing that I can think of, because the shorty and the shotgun, rather, the shorty and the double barrel shotgun, are basically, literally, the same exact weapon. They might have slight differences in reload speed and all that stuff, I haven't really checked, but they are super, super similar. Certainly they are the same damage-wise. So there's really no point in equipping yourself with a double barrel and a shorty. Do one or the other. I would be much better off here if I had the double barrel and instead of the shorty I had like a revolver or a 9mm. Because then, you know, one of the problems I listed about the variable rifle was that I run out of ammo pretty quickly with it. And you could probably find a few instances of that in this video. I know there was one instance where I was shooting a guy and I had to go take cover and heal because I ran out of ammo in my variable rifle. Had I had a revolver or a 9mm or an enforcer, I could have whipped that out and finished him off. But instead I had to go running away because all I had was a close range weapon, the shorty, which I didn't feel confident enough in to kill him at such a long range. So, point being, never equip shorty and double barrel. Together, it's pointless. Swap out the double barrel. Either for a perk, or more probably the better idea is switch out the shorty for like an enforcer. Because that'll give you a lot more variety in guns you have and what kind of ranges you can cover with your weapons. So, you always want to diversify your class. And you want to equip yourself as best as you can for every type of scenario if possible. So, despite what I just said though, I have a lot of ammo in my variable rifle right now. I've got like 16 bullets. That might be because I have scavenger on. I don't know. I don't know for sure what my class setup was here, what perks I was using. I might have had scavenger on, and that is something I recommend for the variable rifle. Now, I remembered earlier in the map I put, yeah, that was stupid what happened right there, because if you recall, earlier in the map, I put a nail bomb in that corner down there, down that ramp. And then I threw the nail bomb, knowing that I had put that bomb there earlier, thinking I'll create this huge explosion, and it looks like it did. It looks like it created a big explosion, but no one died down there. It was the strangest thing. It must have been a glitch, or something, you know, maybe my bomb down there wasn't there anymore. I don't know, but yeah, that was kind of a weird scenario that happened there. I was just thinking about whether or not this map would be good for a stealth class, and I'm really not the person to be asking about that because I don't play stealthily ever. I try it occasionally. I'm not patient enough to do that though. I see an enemy and I just want to kill them. I don't have the patience to like wait for the right moment to strike or whatever. I get really impatient and I just, you know, and it's not something I can really change about myself. It's just how I've become accustomed to playing this game. I should probably address something about the variable rifle. So right there you saw me use it pretty effectively, but so in the comments of my review for the variable rifle, somebody was disagreeing with me on the speed of the weapon. Somebody said I had said in the video that the variable rifle was probably faster and more effective, or sorry, the semi-auto was faster than the variable rifle, had a faster fire rate, and it was quicker to down people. And somebody said, no, I think the variable rifle has a faster fire rate. Now, you might be right. I don't think you are, but you could be right. Even so, though, it's a very small difference, and even if it is faster than the semi-auto does a lot more damage. I think it does something like 35 damage or something in that realm. It only takes 3 hits to down to the body. So regardless of how you look at it, if you're being accurate, it's going to be much quicker to kill somebody with the semi-auto than the variable rifle. Obviously the pro of the variable rifle is that it's got the scope though, so you can zoom in if you need to, or whatever. I will be also reviewing, by the way, all the scoped guns. I'm going to be doing them a little differently than I review all the other weapons, though. I'm going to do a commentary for each of the scoped weapons. So instead of a mashup of clips and like a, you know, kind of more professionally done style, it's going to be me talking about the gun in a video like this, because I don't love any of those guns, and I think I can more accurately demonstrate my feelings about them if you just watch a match from beginning to end with me using them. And I got good matches, by the way. Like, they are excellent matches. I think I got like a flawless match or something of me using the scoped semi. auto. So it's not going to be like some crappy match where I keep dying, and then my point is to illustrate that it's a shitty weapon. That's not it. It's just that, I don't know, they're strange guns, and I think it's more helpful to you guys if you see them being used in a moment-to-moment, you know, way over the course of an entire match. It'll give you a better feel, I think, of how they handle and how they're kind of restrictive in certain ways. But, you know, I digress from that. So you can look out for those videos in the coming week. They shouldn't be hard to edit, because all I got to do is commentate the matches that I already got. So expect those soon. I will also be bringing probably some Destiny videos at some point. I don't know if I'm going to do a multiplayer commentary, or I think I might end up doing a review of the game. I don't know if it'll end up being the in-depth analysis that you guys have come to expect from me, or if it'll be a bit shorter than that, or whatever. I'm going to feel my way through it. Whatever comes out of it will probably be unique. Whatever I end up going with, I don't know. Hopefully you enjoy it, is my point. But yeah, I bought Destiny, and videos of that will be coming in addition to Last of Us videos, of course, always. So, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, you can always feel free to leave a like. That never hurts me. And that's all. So I will talk to you guys in the comments.